Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. I'm Bob, picking up from where we left off a couple weeks ago. Thanks for your patience as I was gone on the 4th of July weekend, visiting some friends at a lake, actually. It was a lot of fun, But I am back, and we're ready to continue the siege of Slavehold here, and down underneath in the caverns over here, we've got Tana, who we are currently working on. Actually just had a big battle with her in the last episode, and my armies are pretty beat up, so I've got plans to set up an outpost here. Unfortunately, I'm just like a space short with all my heroes, but I'm going to put an outpost there and then try to siege that Spelljammer, or pillage that Spelljammer before I go after her capital. And then off in the east, we are pushing up towards some of Yellow cities with the combined forces of these armies, which just raised one here, and then other armies which have been harassing Yellow closer to Shinespire. So Shinespire is next on the list, and then also at some point I would really like to get down over here and do this Fractured Tower thing, which I totally forgot I needed a hero for, despite it very clearly saying it's an ancient wonder. So yeah, Roderick pointed that out in the comments. He was like, yeah, you can't do that. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I can't do that. So, oops. I don't have a hero to spare at the moment to go do that, but I will in 3 turns, so that might be what I have them go do. Mostly just because I want to see what happens if I actually finish all 3 of the Fated Regions, because we are playing a scenario map. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get going on all this. We got guys with extra movement here, so I'll tell them to chill. I'm going to actually put all these guys on camp so they stop bothering me, because I don't really need them for anything at the moment. These guys are busy pillaging, that's fine. And this is the dog that I am using to repeatedly harass that Spelljammer. Tina keeps spending money to try to fix that every turn, and I'm just not having any of it. So this is kind of funny. I might... Nah, I'll just leave the dog there. He'll be fine. If something picks that dog off, it's not the end of the world. It's just... He's just here to be a nuisance. To be honest, it shouldn't really matter, because that city's... Tina's capital should be going down before long. And then hopefully Tina with it. And then that'll be the end of them regardless. So I do want to... Let's see, what were these guys doing? I think I was bringing them up to kind of help with some of the random stuff. These guys were the group that was down underground. And I think they were the ones that were going after that fractured wonder thing. So I can't do anything with them right now because they don't have a hero. I can't do anything with them with regard to that. Notes to go over for this episode come from just 2 quick things. Chris Lighthawk, just a clarification, insane units do not make attacks of opportunity against friendly units. The only difference is that they attack friendly units on their turn. In a prattle in the last episode, I was acting as though an insane unit, one of my units that had been turned insane, would do its attack of opportunity on another friendly unit that was moving away from it. They do not do that. They don't do attacks of opportunity on your units. The only difference between a unit that is insane and a unit that is not is that the insane unit will, on its turn, run and attack the closest allied unit, or a random allied unit, I think, if they're an equal distance away. So, yeah, that's the only difference. They don't do attacks of opportunity. You can ignore that. And then from Jimbro, pointed out that I produced a unit in my city before building a pyre shrine, which means some unit in this mess is unfaithful. I told, I guess rather than, I don't really want to try to look through all my units and find it, so I'll just wait for, I guess, Cleansing Flames to expose them for their heresy. We'll just let them be, and eventually they'll get set on fire from Cleansing Flames, and it'll be their own fault for not being faithful, I guess, not believing hard enough or something. I'm not really sure exactly what kind of weird culture Genghis Khan has going on here. And that's it. Let's go to the next turn. We're gonna see what everyone decides to do. Now, Tana should be in the process of returning to Sunless Court. I don't know how quickly she will come back, but I do see they have already replaced at least 1 hero. So, yeah, because they can just... The AI has a tendency to just kind of crap out heroes really fast whenever they need them. So you kill 5 of them in 1 turn, and they basically spawn 5 more within the next couple turns. So, yeah, we're going to have to wait for her to come back. Well, actually, ideally what I would like to do is get the siege started on the city before she comes back to trap her in there. I don't know if I'm going to have time. I probably could, because I think these armies are in healthy enough condition to actually do that. So what I may do is split these guys off, have them run at the Spelljammer, and then chill in an outpost once I get friendly territory set up. I just don't like them being that far away from everybody else who is in attacking Sunless Court. Wow, that we cycled through the next turn pretty fast there, didn't we? Okay. Maybe that means the AI are finally getting worn down. Now, I believe I have something... Yeah, I think it's in the Shadow Tree. There's something that helps your units recover health faster when they are further... or when they are not in friendly... in hostile domain. Yeah, 15 more HP per turn. This is really good if we can get to this. That would be fantastic for my build. But that is, at this point... 12 turns away. Oh yeah, it's 12 turns away because I have Cosmic Affinity. That's really nice. Very cool. Okay. And then what else can we get? I could get Destabilized Mana Core. That could be fun. Just don't really have a use for the other two, so sure, why not? Okay, so we've got Tournament Hill here. That's going to help units in that territory regenerate a little faster. I need to get this army northwest as quickly as I can. Might actually build roads to help with that. I don't really see a reason not to build roads right now, so let's do that. I was having a discussion with some people. Wait, did you not build a road? Hey, I said build roads. What are you doing? Okay, they're building a road. I don't know why the other group stopped. Get that one for free. Yeah, what are you doing? I guess it won't make a difference. They'll all get there on the same turn, but that was silly. Okay, we need to leave them there so that they're not too far ahead of the others. Then you can go here. We'll get there on the next turn. Especially since I can... Can I reach this province? Oh man, so close. What if you built a road there? Would you be able to reach it? No, he's one turn away. I keep getting 1 turns away from provinces that I want to put an outpost in this one so that I can extend the work camp here. But this guy is just 1 turn too short, even with the roads. Okay. And then I want to get these guys up north. Are they going after... I think these guys are going after... Oh, hang on. I think these guys are going after my armies up here, although they can't quite reach. What was I going to grab with this? I think I was going after this tile here. Did I have the spot that I was thinking of for teleporter purposes? I don't actually even remember. I knew I had kind of planned out a spot for a teleporter. And presumably did not put one down yet. So I'm just gonna... Man, the game really lags when these floating pins are up. I guess I'll just put a gold mine here for now. I'm not really sure where I want to build a teleporter here. Oh, I've got 2... Oh, the city must have just hit pop 30. Okay. Maybe I'll put it over here at Thorncroft, or I could just put it in this weird bit that sticks out, and then I could get a teleporter out here. I might do that just because it kind of sticks out into enemy territory, and it seems like a nice tile to have. Yeah, I can't really reach up to get this tree, which is part of the reason I put my capital where it did. I just don't have enough reach on it. I'm at 27 out of 29, so I actually have a couple more. I had disconnected multiple provinces, actually, so I must have been doing something with my capital, but it's been a couple weeks since I played, so I don't remember what. Presumably I had some plans. Maybe I was going to grab that quarry, but I don't see a huge reason to have that. So I guess for the moment, I will take this spot, just because it kind of sticks out into enemy territory and maybe a good spot for a teleporter. And then I don't really have any use for the other spot right now. I wish I remembered what I was trying to do here. So I have a pyre shrine there. I guess having a forester next to the pyre shrine might help with a little bit of unit recruitment. You know, it probably doesn't really matter. I will just take the I'll just take the more aggressive stance and put a forester here. We can always disconnect later if I don't need it. Yeah, I don't remember what I was doing with that. We got more hostile city-states following these guys. That's okay. I'm going to get them up into friendly territory, and then we'll worry about all that. Worry about all that later. And then I need to decide what I'm going to do about this little nuisance here. Quite a few tier 3s in there. I don't think the skeletons are going to really hold their own against that, so we'll leave them be, and I'll just hit them with overwhelming numbers here. It's fine. Okay. Just try to smoke these guys real fast. There we go. Crossbow of Undead Slaying. I don't think I have a use for that, so... I'm gonna go ahead and spend 8 gold to finish the ruler statue there so that I can get started on... I'm gonna just put the teleporter right out here for now. Oh hey, it's already done. Okay, cool. So we've got a very aggressive teleporter there, ready to go if needed. Oh, wait, hang on. Do this again. Keep wasting Dana's money. Really should do something about that dog. Okay, so Sunless Court. I'm going to have, I think this guy's group, I think I might go ahead and start the siege on Sunless Court with these guys. Because I don't think, I don't know. It's a little risky to split up is what I'm struggling with here. What I could do is I could pillage the Spelljammer with this army and that'll give them some health. In fact, I could pillage multiple things with multiple armies. Who else needs health most? Genghis Khan is kind of in rough shape, but he's really the only unit in his army that's substantially damaged. I think what I'll do is I'll pillage this province with her. I'll pillage this one with him. And then I'll start founding the outpost with Genghis. Although, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put him here, as close to the enemy capital as I can manage. And that'll put me in a bit better spot next turn. And it might be good enough for me to just launch the siege, because I do not want Taina to get away. Alright, and then we've got the fight over Slavehold here, which is gonna... it should be fine. These are pretty good armies. They're not as good as like Genghis level armies, but they're still alright. Then again, these Umbral guys have proven that they can be massive pains in the butt. It says low risk battle though, and I'm only seeing 1 tier 3 in the enemy army, so I can't imagine this going too poorly. We should be alright. Although this is the one that I forgot to bring siege equipment in on, or do any siege projects with. So that's probably going to make things a little bit harder for me. I think though, just with the overwhelming force of units, I'll probably be fine. It's taken combat a hot minute though. I lost my vigil. I don't care enough about that unit to try to get it back. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that. At this stage in the game, I don't see the point in wasting too much time over stuff like that. I'll just get another unit out there to replace it. How about... Well, it wasn't in her army. Which one was it? You guys. You guys look like you could use... you could use one of these guys. So, there you go. Let's, and we can just replace them immediately. Like, literally immediately. Holy crap. I have a lot of... Hey, I just realized these guys are technically undead, aren't they? I have a lot of nice buffs for them. Maybe I'll just make an army of these corrupt souls to float around and haunt things. That sounds fun. Just a bunch of corrupt souls. That's going to be their whole purpose. Where'd they get produced at?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in the middle. Okay. Yeah, sure, why not? That sounds like a silly and fun thing to do. Just making sure they're not actually of my race, are they? No, because they're getting benefits from various enchantments. Yep, okay, so... I'm just gonna park these armies over on this city while we pillage that. And then there's gonna be a lot of free real estate out here in the coming turns. Alright, now those guys I've already moved. These guys can just stay where they are for now. They're basically extras for the other armies that are moving up onto Shinespire. I'll go ahead and have you guys all camp, because I don't want to be bothered every turn with you. And you can chill for a turn. Ironclad is done. I guess I got another lieutenant here. Cool. And there's nothing left for my capital to really produce. I could throw the Carnival of Flesh down near some farms, but I guess I could do it there. Why not? And then the monastery is also good next to farms. I don't have a whole lot of farms here, so I'm just gonna pitch it there. I have no real plans other than that. The House of Charity I'm avoiding because I do not need extra food. The city is maxed out on population, so I'm just simply not building that. Alright, so we can discard that. Ruined Province can be rebuilt. That would be my old teleporter. I'm just going to leave that. I don't think it's worth fixing because I don't have a reason to go down there anymore. And if I do get a reason to go down there, I'll fix it later. We're getting pretty close. Actually, I'm already at this point. I just need the Imperium. I could get the Knightly Order one and get really nice bonuses for a lot of my units. Yeah, this one makes way more sense to me. I just need to get the Imperium for it. Which I think my Imperium income is being hampered right now by some global effect from casting a spell. I think... It doesn't say here, but I'm pretty sure it's getting a debuff. A backfired spell effect or something along those lines. Okay. The main question is, or thing is, trying to keep an eye on when Taina comes back, because, like I said, I really don't want her to get away. I think she might have just come back. Hopefully, she's in her capital. If she is, I'm just gonna rush it, even though my armies are a bit beat up. Oh, I forgot I was going after Rachek. That's what I was doing with these guys. And he's just down this cave. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to kill him first. I almost totally forgot about that. I should be able to reach him on the next turn. Hopefully he doesn't move. Or at the very least, hopefully he's dumb and puts his capital in Nidgard. No, he has not rebuilt his capital yet. Alright. That city's only got 20 defense strength too, so I can punch through that in just a couple turns. It won't take very long. Well, I'm definitely going to lose something here because there's a couple lost wizards in this army, but I'm not too worried unless they kill, like, a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, this guy just retreated. That was actually a smart retreat. Well done. Alright. Let's go ahead and make sure road building is on this time. And then I believe it is time to go mess Rachek up. When the cataclysms hit, does it damage units? It doesn't say anything about hurting units that are in the path of the cataclysm, so I think I'm okay. Alright, let's get this siege started. And I can do the construct bombard. What's the total strength that I have? 13 going into this. I do not want Revels of Blood, not against the Umbral guys. So we'll just do Harass Defenders to take off some of their health. Headlong Assault doesn't help me here, so I'm just going to not use it. This is going to be a 2-turn siege no matter what I do. So we'll do Undermine the Walls, and we'll burn the battlements. Burning is good against Umbral. As Indrid reminded me, it disables their Curse Eater ability. Okay. And there's the... My gosh, the amount of draft that Karakorum's pulling in is just absolutely wild. Okay, I just feel like sending a stack of... You know what? Just for the fun of it, because we have... Yeah, we have the ability to do this. I am just going to make 3 stacks of Corrupted Souls and just go haunt people, because I think that's funny. And because I have the money for it. They don't take Souls upkeep, right? I don't think they do. Could be wrong about that. Maybe they do. They do take a little bit of Soul upkeep. Screw it. We're killing enough units every turn. I'm sure it's fine. I just think this is a funny idea. And I can always disband them later, and you know what? I'm going to be hurting for the 41,000 gold that I instead maybe I'll have 38,000 instead of 41,000. Sounds terrible. Okay, I haven't really thought about this, but where do these guys go next? Probably River Court. I did notice something before I started recording today. Once Genghis is finished up down here with Tana, Noctis's capital is just across this water passage here. So I'm probably going to just go straight after Noctis after Genghis Khan's done here. I do need to see, are you... Okay, she is no longer in the void. Hopefully that means she's in her capital. I'm going to try to find out. I can use this army to do so because they're in pretty good shape. Yes, okay, she is in her capital and she has already rebuilt a massive army. Alright, that's what I was worried about. I don't want to go up against that yet. I want... Well, okay, here's what we could do. I could start attacking the city and then leave it up to her if she wants to sally out. My armies are well enough that I can probably muddle through it without losing anybody, but in the meantime what I can do is I can pillage things like this Wyvern Eyrie and continue to get health back with armies that actually really need the health. So if I... Let's see, 1, 2, 3... Is there any other province center? No, that's really the only one. Okay, so I'll let them have that while Genghis and whatever, Waisha attack the city. And then from here we can do this one. I will do Revels of Blood and of course Great Bombard because that's always fun. We're at a 3-turn siege now, which is fine. We'll do Undermine Walls, we'll do Revels of Blood, and maybe it's going to be either Harass Defenders or Tower Bombardment. Which one do I think is more useful? They do have the Catapult Towers. I think I'm going to do Harass Defenders. We'll double up on them with Revels of Blood, which will do give them bleeding, and this, which will make them hurt at the beginning. So just to soften these guys up while that army heals, and that way Tana can't get away. I don't want to risk her running off. What happens if there's no room for units in the city? Hey, I could minus one lost soul on that, or yeah, I could build one less corrupt soul on this because I already have one ready to go. Very convenient. All right, I'm gonna put these guys out here. Just chill out there for a minute. Or actually, I'll put the corrupt souls outside because it's not as important for them to get XP because they're not my race. So they don't get any of the transformation ascetics bonuses. Okay, so Tana should be locked down. I have a feeling that Rachek is going to move his capital sometime within the next 2 turns, and I'm going to have to chase down... I'm betting Gloomhearth, because that's like his next biggest city, I think. Yeah, Chuck Point's over there, but it's kind of small. The other thing I could do is go after Noctis, who is under yellow over here. Does he have a cave entrance anywhere nearby? I do not see one. Oh wait, hang on. There it is. It's kind of hidden behind the city. Okay. So if I pop up, that is on the other side of Flame Wall. Oh, you know what? I could go after Flame Wall. That seems reasonable. And I could just bring a bunch of extras too. Yeah, I've got all these extra troops. Okay, I guess this Lost Soul's getting caught up in this little crusade over here. Yeah, let's go after Flame Wall. It's just straight north. We could hit yellow, and maybe if we're lucky, we knock yellow out of the game too. We could wrap this one up pretty soon here, maybe. As long as nothing crazy happens. Let's see, can I read? Yeah, you know what, I'll just go to the Circle of Zealotry. We'll pillage that, because that's free healing, basically. And you guys go there. You guys go here. Yeah, we'll just march on Yellow's capital. Sounds like fun. You guys, chill. And then I'm going to have these guys be kind of Karakoram's defensive squad. I'm actually going to leave them out of the city, and then maybe stuff will just run straight at them and attack them. Actually, I guess it does make sense to keep them in the city, doesn't it? Because they'd be getting XP per turn. Alright, we'll do that. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing with these guys. I'll just leave them in. I'm assuming if there's not enough room for units to be produced in the city, I'll just push them outside the walls somewhere. It'll be fine. Let's go ahead and throw some walls up down here real quick. Alright, leveling up heroes. I think I have one in here. Yeah, if the hero uses a charge attack after moving, they enter defense mode. That's a great one. And then we'll continue with our critical hit focus. Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm going for that. I don't think I need either of these, probably. I wouldn't mind giving this guy more crit chance. Here's a charge attack after moving. They now inflict distracted. This is a good one if you can follow up with other units. I don't believe the distracted applies on the hit. I think the hit damage is calculated first and then the enemy unit is distracted. That's kind of how I'm reading this. So it's good if you want to set up follow-up attacks, not as good if you're trying to kill with this unit specifically, and because I have killing momentum, I think I would rather try to focus on actually getting finishing kills with these things. So I may want to go for something else instead. The guaranteed weakened doesn't help as much either. In fact, I don't really need any of those. I think what I might do with this guy is just focus on making him more survivable, health. Yeah, probably vigor here instead of that one, because this one leads to a defense upgrade. Um, what else is down here, though? I should probably look at what's past this. I could get taunting charge. They could inflict taunted. That doesn't really help either if I'm going for kills. This one's alright. Getting +1 retaliation attack. That actually pairs quite nicely with guarded charge, because they could maybe pin other units down. If a hero uses a charge attack after moving, they put 8 physical damage to enemies adjacent to the target. That's pretty good. And then I could get all the way down to graceful charge and getting a stack of grace. You know, I think I'm going to go through this line here because I would like to get that, and I would like to get graceful charge. Having 1 stack of grace would really benefit this guy's survivability. Maybe not as much as just the defense and health would, though. It depends on how many enemy units are around, how good they are at just bypassing grace. What are you at? 6? You know what? I'm going to go with the health. I would rather just give him more health. 15 health is a decent chunk. I'll make him a lot tougher to kill. That and the fact that he now enters defense mode after doing a charge attack after moving will make him much harder to kill. Okay, we are here. I could get... I don't need either of those, and I don't want either of those because I'm saving for Order of Knightly Oaths. That's really good. This is going to give all my champions a chance of inflicting stunned. Ooh, hang on a second. Champions are technically shock units, but they have a repeating attack. Does that apply? Is that 30% on each repeating attack? I wonder if they programmed it that way, because they're the only charge unit in the game that I'm aware of that has a repeating attack, which could make them very good. What else do I have? I have a lot of archers. They'll get Titan Slayer, so that's just a really good upgrade. Giant Slayer is really awesome of archers. It's one of the reasons why the what are they called? The Architect archers, the Shade Makers. They're easily my favorite tier 2 archer in the game because they have that by default, and it's very good because there's a lot of large target units in the game. Polearm units get Tyrant Slayer. They'll inflict decaying. That's all right. Shield units gate Order the Unbreakable. That'll be my Paladins. Stalwart. 100% morale loss resistance. That one doesn't fight as much or matter as much, but there's just a lot of good stuff in there. So we'll take a closer look at it when I actually get it. I got this and really have not used it much, but I think it's mostly because I'm afraid of the backfiring spells. If it wasn't for the backfiring spells, I'd be spamming that constantly. So I really do need an extra hero to go help clear that wonder, because I believe that is a way to bypass the backfiring issues. Alright, let's go to the next turn here after I drop a quick save. So next turn I do get my next hero, which is good. Okay, good. I named that the Cleric's Ring, so I know exactly who it's going to. I think my Cleric has a shield with Defensive Masters now. Clerics with a sword shield combo and like the Cleric healing abilities and the defense mode, the one where you get fervor from defense mode, Cleric with a Defensive Master shield is very, very nice. I really like that combo. Although there are a lot of things that Defensive Masters pairs very nicely with. Okay, so Taina is moving, or was moving, but she can't leave her capital, so... Are you gonna attack me? Oh wait, no. We're on to Noctis now. Noctis probably still has a lot of units. I'll have to be careful moving into his territory, but he does have that Spelljammer up there, so I know what to hit. I'm gonna be approaching Noctis a bit more cautiously. Definitely picking off Spelljammer and trying to set up an outpost in a nice spot before sieging his city. If I could get one down here, I could build a work camp to there. Or I could pillage things and just steal his territory. Is that desert down there? Yeah, that is desert. What if I did that? I could take that. Yeah, I could build an outpost there. I could clear whatever infestation's in here after the fractured event thing happens. Take Doom Depth Trench. Yeah. There's a lot I could do there. because I can just pillage things and steal territory. Okay, so we got a bunch more lost souls. Neat. Or I keep calling them lost souls. They're corrupt souls. Let's get a couple more. Yeah, we'll get more because it's fun. I may as well leave a larger group in the middle, though. Hang on. So they're getting that sweet, sweet XP. Ah, Nikareth is moving to cut me off over here, but has made a mistake. They have a weakness in their formation. That halfling is not doing them any favors right now. Okay. I might cast a spell here. Might go for it. Oh, she came through the teleporter. That's what's going on. Okay. So I think what the plan is here, I want to move her up to here probably, but not quite yet. She's got a path through here, so I want her army to go here for now, because I'm going to try to get an outpost set up on the next turn. And I'm going to attack with a different army going into this fight. Now, what I can do is I can mark all these enemy units, which will be tremendously helpful in this upcoming fight because they have some pretty strong stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and cast Watchful Eye here. Enemy units in this province suffer marked. It's blocked by a Spelljammer. Dang it. Never mind. It's always a Spelljammer. Okay, this is a high-risk battle. But I think it's one that I kind of have to fight, because I can't really progress down here if I don't. My armies are a little beat up, but it's not terrible. And she's a ritualist, so she could give everybody some healing. I'm gonna go for this. Even after this fight, though, she's still gonna have a pretty good couple stacks. Just don't lose the hero. That'd be great. Oh gosh, that was ugly. Okay. Yeah, gotta do this one ourselves. Nikareth's still got some fight left in her. I don't know if attacking in the Spelljammer was necessarily a good idea, but I'm trying not to rely on spells too much anyway, so it might be okay. Alright, so the main thing is probably trying to single out Nikareth and take her out of the fight. That'll even out things between the spells. Go ahead and get a free skeleton there. I'll move her here. She doesn't really... Yeah, I'll let her be for now, as long as I can protect her from Nikareth moving up and doing too much damage. I guess in defense mode she'll be better off. I might actually give her... No, she can't give Death Ward to herself. I think she'll be okay for one turn. Yeah, because this thing can't reach her. The Awakener can't reach her. Then we're gonna just move everybody else down in this direction. How fast can you guys move? You'll be all over me in a second here. That's okay. If they run in, they'll die pretty easily. Alright, let's see if we can bait Nikareth into doing something dumb. I'm gonna just defense mode on her, and that should make her a lot more resistant to that attack. Okay, the Awakener went for... Was that the Awakener? No, that was somebody else. Okay, Genghis, or this guy can reach her now, so can I kill her? That'd be very nice. Ooh, blood pull. Hang on. There's something here. Base 90% chance of being pulled. How much is the reach on that? 4? Okay, let's see if we can use our X-Arc to pull Nicoreth out of position. 19%. That's probably not something I should rely on. Okay, let's go ahead and summon a spider. Maybe I can web her in place so she can't escape. I slowed her. I did not immobilize her. Can't quite do Dread Burst. What I think I'll do is I'll put the skeleton up here and just use its defense mode to protect the Titan. We can't kill Nicoreth, but we can definitely mess her up. Ooh, maybe I can kill her. That was a good hit. Siphon blood. That would probably do it. Yeah. Never mind. You're just dead. Okay, no more spells for you. That ought to do some morale damage. No. Go here. Line these archers up behind a wall of shields and rocks. Matter of fact, what I might do is try to slip you in here so you can go ahead and use your buff. Get some people all excited to go fight and die for me. Let's go ahead and just pop that here is fine. Probably want to do the one that gives rally first. Oh, there goes my camera again. And that dog is most likely going to run in here and cause trouble, but let's try to... If I put the shield up here, the dog can't hit anyone but the shield, so I'll probably do that. Yeah, that's better. And then, are there any useful spells? Nothing right now. Nothing that stands out to me right now. I'll just end the turn here. I feel like I'm in a pretty strong position. Especially with Nicoreth being out of the fight. Okay, that Awakener did get a pretty big hit off. A lot of sundered resistance. Oh, did I get hit by 2 Awakeners? No, the other thing must have been a hero ability. But yeah, this group in the middle definitely got slammed pretty good with a lot of debuffs, so I'll need to be mindful of that, because I can't AoE clear all that. At least I don't think I can. Yeah, I just got Mantra. I can clear 1 unit at a time, but it's probably not really worth doing. It's only a couple turns of sundering, 1 turn of sundered defense. I think I should be able to get past it. I think I'm going to jump this spider back here. If I attack this hero, they'll be putting pressure on the Awakener. This guy can just do this and get a pretty big hit on a lot of units. I'm going to do that. Oh, that was a crit. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. And now I have an archer in the middle of a bunch of enemies. Let's put pressure on the Shrine of Smiting with these guys. And then you... maybe do a blood pull on the hero. Try to trap him in between. No, it didn't work. That's okay. Thinking I could trap that hero in between a bunch of my other stuff. Well, we took out 1 more hero, so that's good. I can easily take out that dog. I think I would like to take out that dog with a different unit, because then my archer could maybe get a clearer shot on the hero, which would be ideal. If I could I can't really do that, can I? Nicoreth will probably not be bothered by the cleansing flames. Although, I think... Oh, I think I know what I need to do here. Keep these guys in their current kind of configuration for the most part. I'm gonna actually do cleansing flames here and try to get all this crap off of me. And I can also do Champion Song of Carnage, which actually would be better here, so I could get more units in it. Give some strengthened. I will just have you kill that dog because it's in the way. That's a charge hero, so he's not too scary now that he's already kind of in my face. I might actually warp one of these archers that just got a damage buff here. I should give him a pretty good shot. I'll take that. I'm gonna do a smite here. Take out one more hero, and now these guys are all running. So this has gone quite well. I'm gonna also try to smite this guy because I don't want him to get away. Ah, he slipped away. Okay. Can my ritualist chase him down? Not very reliably. I think my ritualist is just gonna pop Rite of Restoration here. Oh wait, my ritualist is right here. I could have done this the whole time and just cleared out all those status effects. Well, not all of them, but a bunch of them. Okay. Unfortunately, these guys over here are not routing because they have not yet seen the absolute carnage that has happened over on this side of the fight. But they will soon enough. I'm going to go ahead and have you... Actually, we might do a regular attack with you. Why are these spiders so tanky? Huh. I don't know. But I'll probably land some crits on them, so... It's a really nice thing about a build like this is you can kind of just plan on the crits. I think we'll just let that spider come to me. I'm going to back up and probably have him use Lay on Hands on himself there. We'll just try to get some debuffs on that spider. You can give everyone defense. You can just put out some damage. Blood Exarch. Right, they get buff units quite nicely too. These Blood Exarchs are better than I gave them credit for. I just kind of built this unit for fun, but they're actually pretty freaking good. I'm gonna wait and use that on the next turn though, because most of my units have already acted on this turn. Okay, well, nothing wrong with having a little warding. I'm gonna have you just run back and forth to get your debuffs gone. And then move into position to get ready to attack. Okay, I think we're good. Ouch. Well, that's just the skeleton archer that's almost dead over there, so... Not the end of the world on that. I can go ahead and hit a small group with that. Takes away some strengthened. I definitely don't want that hero getting away, so let's chase them down. Probably with big guy. Yeah, chase him big guy. No, you're not going anywhere. And I don't want them to get away either. I'm going to try to siphon blood on them. I believe the Exarch can do that in zone of control. Yeah, I don't want to deal with any more Awakeners. I can probably chase them down. I don't have a very good shot, but these guys should have their teleport. Yeah, I can do this. Teleport the archer out here. Ah, miss. Okay, I may need a damage spell here. Or, oh, hang on. These guys have focus aim. Right, okay, so I can move them here. Do just enough damage. They were blind, so they still missed. Oh wait, were they blind? No, they were distracted. I'm not really sure why focus aim didn't give me 100% hit chance there. Alright. The Shrine of Smiting is still not running. Probably because it's a construct. I think they're resistant to morale changes. I might go ahead and use my big healing now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this now. You know what? Get the big spider off me first. Get out of here. And I want to go hit that thing very hard. I can probably single out and kill that unit there. Or at the very least surround them. I think I'm gonna lay on hands actually. I'm gonna do that. Keep your health topped off. They're not running, so they should die next turn. Let's go ahead and use you to kill the spider. Then I'm gonna warp that archer into the front, and we can maybe try to take out another Shrine of Smiting here. I think I'm going to smite the Shrine of Smiting. Yep. And then he gives everyone around him a shield buff. Perfect. You can stay there. Those guys are questioning whether they should be around here. I'm going to try to get this guy's debuffs off of him. Or at least some of them off of him. The Scald should not be in there. I don't think they wouldn't have... Wait, do they have Faithful? I think I summoned them. Wait, no, they have Faithful. They're fine. No, yeah, I produced them. Scalds are produced in cities. I think I was getting them confused with different units from Age of Wonders 3. Who's left? Oh, it's just you. Okay. We can end turn there, I think. Nobody is at risk of catastrophic, terrible accidents. Or really even losing a substantial amount of health. I should be all good. That was just my skeleton archer that went down. I got him for free, so that's no big deal. We got a Sun Priest running away over there. Probably not a huge deal if he gets away. I'm gonna use the Scalds to... I'm just gonna use the Scalds to try to help kill things before they get away. if you guys were to warp over here, you might be able to kill him. You gotta land your shots. There we go. Alright, now we move on to this shrine. Get in his face. This guy's a little beat up. I might have him go head out. Yeah, we'll give him a break here. Yeah, you can go in there and get rid of some of those debuffs. And I'll just send him to attack that. We'll surround him. The rest of these guys, a couple of them might get away. That's all right. I'll let the Blood Exarch just beat this thing up. It's not even running. And if it tries to run, it won't get away. So I'm just going to have this guy go out here. I will summon an archer here. See what we can track down. I think that one hero is going to get away. Very sad. But you won't. Just finish that off. Okay, next unit is a paladin up there that can't reach anything. I think that's the end of the turn. And they both run. So it's just this shrine. Flip you to a repeating attack and beat the crap out of it. Okay, lost half my army in auto combat, lost nobody, barely even took damage in manual, so it's just a matter of kind of positioning your army instead of running at them in a flat wall to try to isolate one group, and then I'm basically fighting 2 or 3 groups on one, and if you can target the group with their leader and a bunch of heroes, that helps a lot too, so that ended up really well. Going really well. I got a tier 4 relic item, kind of like it's sort of like what the kind of like the relics the Eldritch guys have. They work similarly. It works similarly, but mages and stuff can use it. I've also got a Crown of Accuracy that's pretty good accuracy. Maybe that would be good for Genghis. And got a Great Axe of the Assassin, which has Construct Slayer, Sundered Resistance, Sundering Curse on this. I got really good items out of this. Dang. Okay. I think I can find a home for all of those. So, for starters, I want to get Genghis Khan a more accurate crown, or the more accurate crown, if he can make use of it. And yes, he could. So I'll give him the Crown of Accuracy, because that's another 10% accuracy for him. Let's see, I probably want this curse item on somebody like the Cleric, or maybe the Ritualist would be good with that. Wand of Sundering Curse. Yeah, I'll give it to you, because you're seeing a lot of action right now. I got a two-handed axe that is a tier 4, which is likely better than what he's got. Great Axe of the Assassin. So I'm getting 23, 14, and 14 versus 28 and 19. Yeah, that is more damage. What do I lose here? What does this do? It's got Displace and Replace. I can do without Displace and Replace in exchange for extra damage. And this also gives Assassin Strike. which is pretty great. I don't have that on this one. I have Power Cleave. I think given he's a killing momentum focused guy, Assassin Strike's pretty good. It helps to guarantee those kills. So I will take this. And then what was the other item that I got? I got the crown, I got the wand, I got, oh yeah, the book relic kind of item. That might be good for my ritualist, I'm thinking. Oh wait, also my cleric's ring is done. So let me give that to her. Make her even more powerful. And you can take the, actually, an Arcfire Staff. You got the Summon Spider Matriarch with that. Is that book any better, actually? Yakkus Grimoire. Splitterling Infection. Units killed with this weapon give Splitterlings. Actually, I kind of think that maybe... I mean, this is a better weapon. Or, I mean, this is the better weapon. Like... But this does give Summon Spider Monarch, which is pretty freaking good. I don't know if I want to give that up. This would allow her to have a mount, though, which could be useful. Might give her the White Wolf mount. Enfeebling Howl could be handy. Or anything that lets her fly. Those are always useful. Fractured Unicorn mounts. That's maybe a little less useful for a unit like her. You know, I think I'm going to let her keep the staff. I like being able to summon that spider. I think that's really good. I don't think I want to give that up. But overall, some really good items out of all that. I guess it makes sense considering who we were fighting. Alright, now I want to attack with these guys. And take out some of these remaining troops. Another risky battle, but it needs to be done. Yeah, I really don't think I need to lose anything here at all. Not exactly like the worst units for me to lose, but I think I don't think I need to lose anything here. This should be an easy fight. With their leader out of the game, especially after what I just went through. It's really not even losing units that's a problem, it's losing the experience on the units, because the two I lost were both racial units, and I didn't really see a need to lose racial units. Alright, let's just start this battle with that. And get some of my more powerful heavy hitters in place. The main thing I need to watch out for is, well, I guess the subjugators could do a lot of damage running in at me, but I think most of my units are tanky enough to handle it. I'm just going to have you move up here and do this. That might lure the subjugator into attacking him because his guard is down now. I would be okay with that. Mostly I just want them to charge into my line. They don't have as many Awakeners as I thought they did. And Awakeners are something that they're a very good battle mage with their AoE debuffs. So I try to take them pretty seriously. And I can go ahead and just pop Song of Revelry. Actually, I can get you in on this too. There we go. A little extra regeneration doesn't hurt. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Let's hope that I can get them to charge me. We can hurry this along. They did not charge me. Okay. Well, and maybe it's time for me to charge them. Or bait them. I'll try to bait them with that guy. Yeah, I'll just slowly encroach on them a little bit and see if they jump. Okay, it looks like they're gonna go for it. I guess they do have some Awakeners in there. All their units are glowing gold with wings, so it can be a little bit to discern the unit models from each other. Okay, I should be able to start picking them off pretty well from here. This Exemplar got right up in my face, so I think we can start with him to try to free up other range units. Yeah, let's start there. Critical hit chance of 40%, so we can probably mess him up. I do want to see if I can substantially debuff anything, and he might be a good person to do it to, because I could sunder his resistance. And he's one of the more problematic units right now, so I actually am going to use this to weaken him. And that will help me kill him much, much faster. There we go. And with the Subjugator already in my face, he's not as big of a threat, so I think I'm going to... I don't want to do a knockback combo on this person necessarily, but I might have to. Before I do anything, let me go ahead and buff all of them so they have strengthened and fortune and all that good stuff. I might actually just do a regular old hit to cancel his retaliation. Although canceling retaliation doesn't really help. I need to cancel defense mode, but he's not in defense mode, so I think just maybe I could just shoot him a bunch and maybe kill him. If I get some crits, I might be able to. Okay, here's what I think I'll do. I'll start with the archers. See if I land any crits. Alright, I got a few there. This archer could teleport over here and get flanks, but is less likely to crit if I do that. So I might leave them in place. And they didn't crit anyway. And then this guy can do his 3-hit combo, which is a knockback, which would then free up the Dust Weavers to maybe get the finishing hit there. Because then they could just run around like this. There we go. And I could have... Why can't this guy attack? Can't reach target, but you can get right there. Like literally... Okay, now it'll let me. That was weird. Okay, and now it's probably trying to drop an AoE here. Probably... Let's hit these guys with it. And I want to get somebody in this Awakener's face before they have a chance to do their big AoE debuff thing. Probably is going to be the shield guy. Yeah, I think we'll just run up there and smite. Put me in defense mode so I don't have to worry about getting flanked. And does a lot of damage to them. I can maybe even pull them out of formation. Alright, from here, I think I want to do this. Then I'm going to go ahead and conjure a skeleton because it doesn't hurt to have an extra unit up. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to mess them up a little bit. Oh, that's a ranged skeleton. Okay. Less useful in this situation, but it's alright. Okay, he got kind of beat up, so I may heal him. But I do think I'm going to go on the offensive with him. Let's just patch him up first. And I might actually teleport these archers out front. Yeah, right here. And try to get a little more damage in on this guy. Those archers should be okay, I think. And then I want to pull that Inquisitor to my Blood Exarch, I think. Hello? Gonna siphon some blood from you. There we go. He's a little less threatening. This guy can protect a lot of units there, so I'll just do that. And I believe that is the end of my turn. Shrine of Smiting in the back is doing Shrine of Smiting things. But we kind of have him on the run here already. Okay, how did you get behind me? What are you doing here? They have Pyre Templars too. Well, that's certainly not fair. I need to get this guy off of me. He is being a nuisance. You know what? Take the hit. Move here. I think I want to drop a heal with her somewhere. Just not totally sure yet where. You go ahead and hit him. Cancels retaliation, and then I can finish them. Yeah, I think I just want to drop healing, like right in here or something. That looks pretty good. I need to keep the pressure on those Awakeners. So if I could get this guy out of the way, or get the Blood Exarch up there, either would be fine. Yeah, let's just do this. Hello. I can't quite get anybody on this thing. Is a slight problem. This guy's a little beat up. I might actually heal him, but I don't necessarily want a bunch of cascading spell effects. This is such a weird game, having 56,000 mana and intentionally, carefully trying to not cast spells. Ah, hey, I can reach you. Sweet. Don't have to worry about them anymore. I'll take a smite if it means killing them. Okay, I could do this. All right. So if I pull him to me, gives him some health, and then he can reach the Shrine of Smiting. There we go. Should limit what it's capable of. And I got a blood parasite. In the video game. Okay. There they all go. Other than the Shrine of Smiting, which is bravely trying to hold the line. I don't think I can stop them from retreating. Probably, unless I have the pull ability. I do not. It's not right now. I will on the next turn. Actually, yeah, I don't think they're going to get away. They got too far to go. And this one over here is injured, although I can't quite reach them. Ah, very disappointing. Maybe I can get a lucky shot with these guys. I did not. They are most likely going to get away, but I'm going to try to chase them anyway. Hey, there we go. If you throw enough crap at the problem, eventually something's bound to work. You know, it would be kind of funny if I could turn that Shrine of Smiting into something else. Unfortunately, did not work. Okay, I think the rest of these guys can just chill where they're at. I'm not going to bother moving all of my units here. Pretty sure I've got... Army's got this in the bag. Okay, where did the other guy... Oh, no, wait, that's right, I killed him. So, I want to make sure I kill the one that's about to get away. And I should be able to do that with Blood Pull. Although, I don't even need to. They're just dead. Yep, that's it for them. Okay, that's gotta be most of Nicoreth's remaining forces, because she has taken a massive hit in the south from my other armies down there. So, there can't be that much left, right? Right? Alright, let's get, actually, let's pillage that teleporter while I'm here, because I'm planning on sticking an outpost there. Would it be better to put it there? It might be better to put it here. Yeah, because then I could expand it. I could pillage and take this over with a work camp. And expand the borders over there and get a really easy siege on Flame Wall. I like that better. I mean, I technically could take this province too, but I think I could fit more people. Actually, it doesn't matter which one I take in retrospect. Alright, in that case, I think I'd rather have this one, because I can get it up, get more units into this territory easier. So for now, I'm going to, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I'll pillage the teleporter, and then that'll get them some extra health. These guys can chill here, but they're still within 3 spaces of the group that's pillaging the teleporter. And then this group can go here, so they're all still protecting each other while I build the outpost. That makes more sense. And we still got all these extras hanging out down here. I can get... guess I can just throw them up this way.
Oh.
Alright, how are things going down here? Okay, 1 turn left, and Rotchek's dead unless he moves his capital on the next turn. I need to pick a new tome. Warding metals actually would be potentially useful if I ever make ironclads, so I could take that. This I could give faithful to all those corrupted souls that I'm building. You know what? That's funny. I want that. Okay, two more corrupted souls on the way. The rest of these guys can chill. This guy can keep harassing that spelljammer. And Tana is pretty much pinned in here. I could rotate around the city and pillage other things. In fact, I think I will, because I could reach that alchemist lab. We'll do that. Just trying to keep this guy's army patched up. And if they attack, it's all three of my stacks versus theirs. A risky battle for them. So I think we're in pretty good shape here. I'm gonna just cross my fingers and hope that Rodcheck doesn't do something annoying on the next turn. Now what do I want? I have no idea. I have no plan for this stage of the game. Maybe something that gives me cool buildings I could make in my capital that could be useful, or anything that affects magic fighter units, so that massive swarm of corrupted souls I'm making becomes more useful. Holy aura. A holy aura of faithful corrupted souls. I really want to take it just because it's funny. Let's see if there's anything else. Let's kind of have a pan through. There's usually a lot of good stuff in Tome of Prosperity. It can be pretty worthwhile. Blessed Armors would also be very nice. Oh gosh, that would be really good on those guys too. Grand Protection, Staves of Grace is alright, but doesn't really help me a whole lot. Tome of Dragons, in case I wanted to get dragons, which actually would fit pretty well in this build with all the XP boosts that I've got, but I think it's a little late in the game to be trying to level up dragons. I'd rather just buff units that I already have. Tome of Torment is very good. I love this tome, but it's not quite as useful for me, although these guys are technically a Mongol unit and would benefit from all the other stuff that I've got going on, and it gives me 2 more Shadow Affinity, which Shadow Affinity is something I kind of need right now. Does it give anything that affects magic fighters? Ooh, it does. Okay. Can inflict torment on enemy units. And a city structure that gives me more combat casting points. Basilica of Lamentation. Yeah, there's some alright stuff in here. I think I'm leaning towards the Tome of Torment, mostly because it gives me a new tier 4 unit that I can make. Not that I can really afford it, though. That's kind of the problem, is I don't really have the Imperium to afford a whole bunch of them, but heck, I don't have anything better going on, so the other stuff's kind of lower tier tomes. I think I kind of want this one, in part for a lot of reasons, but largely because of the Shadow Affinity, the fact that Painbringers are a Mongol unit, it's got a good city building, it's got something that can buff all those corrupted souls I'm making. Just a lot of good stuff mixed in here, so we'll take Tome of Torment.
Make their bodies tremble.
And then I will go ahead and take the Painbringers.
They will pay with grunts of agony.
But I'm going to lock Tormenting Imbuement.
Like honey across their pulses.
Actually, I'm going to do that the other way around. I'll lock the Painbringers.
Make them beg. Make them
and take Tormenting Imbuement now, because I have those corrupted souls now, or I will quite soon. Keeper's Mark is done. I can go ahead and cast that. And that will affect a whole bunch of... Yeah, all my magic fighters will get that. You know what? I could cast Empowered Strikes too. Okay, Whispering Stone output is reduced by 50%. Oh no! I could also give Empowered Strikes to those guys, because that's going to affect magic fighters too. That's pretty good. So, yeah, we got a lot I can actually start playing around with the enchantments a little bit here. Okay, we've still got the Corrupted Souls coming. I can build this Basilica of Lamentation that gets benefits from foresters and farms, so we'll stick it out here, I guess. I don't really want to think too hard about it. And finally, a hero offered to join. I know exactly where you're going. Who do we want? Got a Prospector, got a Spellblade. Oh, well, the Governor thing doesn't matter. I guess this kind of does. I do like Prospectors. Artisan equipment's very good, and it basically is zero cost to me, effectively. It's got a decent amount of upkeep that it requires, but upkeep doesn't really bother me. Shepherd doesn't really matter as much to me. I don't really need Druid. Don't have a lot of animal or elementals. I think I'm leaning towards this guy. Another ranger, another archer guy. Spellblade's good too. Challenger is useful. Well, no, Challenger is not so much. Spellblades in general are. Challenger I actually don't like that much. Your units start combat hasten for 3 turns, which I guess is nice, but it wears off. I kind of like things that are bonuses that last. I don't think I have a Spellblade, though. I might take him just for the variety of it, and then hope this gets changed at some point. I think I'm leaning towards this guy. I do really like Spellblades a lot. Ultimately, it probably doesn't really matter much. I'm sure I've got items for you, pal. You have quite the selection to choose from. With a Spellblade, though, probably want something that's going to help with magic damage output, because Arc Fire Burst is so useful. And I don't think I have anything like that. I don't see... Oh, wait, hang on. Here we go. 10% magic damage. That'll work for now. Don't have boots for you. Oh, I'm not making items. I think I'm going to make another one of those cleric rings, but give it to the Spellblade. Because he could use something like that, too. Status ring. Yeah, wind barrier. Sure, why not? It's a cleric's ring, but it's not going to the cleric. I'm just too lazy to change the name. Alright, I need to get this guy a little army together. I also want to look at his skills. What are you speccing into right now? I kind of want to get a little more magic attacks going with you. Yeah, we're going to reset all this. Let's get a little bit of... I like lightning evocation a lot. I like the chain damage that it does. I can give experienced leader and probably the 2 leader related bonuses. Let's get the chaos stuff. It's going to be pretty much the same for everybody. And then I like... Quick phase a lot is amazing. And I probably will just go down for Arc Fire Burst. Still got more I can use. We'll get him... start going down this top route, I suppose. Yeah. I'll do that. Could get Weaver, but... There's actually a different build I like going for with Spellblades. I'm not sure if I'll be able to pull it off on this playthrough, but we'll see how far I get. And oh yeah, your weapon. Let's take a look at that, because that doesn't look very good. It's all right. It's tier 3 pike, but I've got a tier 4 here with lifesteal. It also has a stun effect on it. Yeah, use the tier 4. It's just more damage. Okay, good enough for now. Let's get him an army of all the unfaithful people. Who do I want to drop here? We can drop one of the 2 tier 1 guys. And then we start making our way back down to, I think it's that cave entrance. Oh, hey, I can't use this because somebody is pillaging it. Well, we can go fix that then. Yeah, sure. Auto dabbing spells is fine, I guess. Got a gold wyvern mount out of that. That's nice. Don't really have... I don't think I'm going to give it to anybody right now, but... Well, actually, what's Genghis riding on? Oh yeah, he's got that phase... cool-looking horse thing. I think having phase on him is fine. Yeah, I'm good with that. Can get him... I've had that get him out of sticky situations a couple times now. Alright, that was a busy turn, jeez. Obscure, I'm sent to war party, I'm not worried about that. More war parties, don't care. Cleared out my teleporter. And is it this cave entrance? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is. Just gotta go down there, head over to the fractured tower, and go clear that. You're being a little pest, but I can't really deal with you right now. Actually, hang on, I can. Yeah, I've got all these skeletons, and these Fae do blight damage, so I will resist that. In fact, we may even get the Lost Souls in on this, or the Corrupted Souls. I keep calling them Lost Souls. That is a different unit. Please stop pillaging my things. Yeah, we'll just throw another army of these guys down here. Might be able to help on the next turn. Get the rest back inside. Okay. That was a very busy turn. Holy crap. And next turn will probably be almost just as eventful, because we'll hopefully be killing Rachek, and then the turn after that we'll hopefully be killing Taina. So everybody cross your fingers and hope that Rachek doesn't move his capital, because that'd be super annoying. Okay, Taina is gonna fight back. This is a risky battle for me, but this is potentially the end for Taina. It is almost, actually, it's pretty much certainly the end for Taina. Just a question of how much damage she does on her way out. And with a swarm of ironclads like that, she could probably do quite a bit. Fortunately, though, I at least did pillage the Spelljammer, so I don't have to worry about that. See, we can't be losing Genghis. He keeps dying. Silly Genghis. You gotta let your minions do the work for you. That's the point of being a ruthless overlord. Alright, let's see if we can target Taina and knock her out real quick. It looks like she's... Yeah, I could probably go for her. I got powerful units like right here, so... just run at her. Can I hit the tower with that? I can. Doesn't... I'd rather wait until I can get some units caught in the big AoE that these two can combine to do. So for now, we're just gonna do a regular old attack. Genghis could get up there and maybe take out that tower before it has a chance to shoot anything. Not sure if that's risky. I think for this first turn, he should be okay. I'm gonna try to take the snapshot. There we go. And then he can actually end his turn in defense mode then. And this is the point that I'm going to try to punch through. So send everybody that way. And oh yeah, I've got my bombards too, cool. Then if I can avoid their ironclads for a little while, that would be probably ideal. Oh, I forgot I had another one of these fallen angels. Jeez. They could wipe out a whole... But between them and the Balor, I could just erase an entire army. Okay. Let's go ahead and lay on hands here. Top off that guy's health. And can I get anyone to that hero? No, not right now. But I could pull him over. Yeah, I could do this. I'll do that. Okay, they're just kind of shuffling around and repositioning. Mostly sitting in defense mode. Alright, well, I think I'm just going to use the Balor and the Fallen Angels and go ruin Taina's day. That seems like a pretty good plan. Do that. Can I catch Taina in it? And get more of her units if I do it this way. Yeah, I'm fine with just throwing all this at her. I might end up getting a pretty big counterattack, but these are all mythical units with a ton of health, so... Oops, I have... Oh, you can overlap units with this. That's kind of nice. Now, does this one... I'm actually not going to kill her with all this. But yeah, you can sort of hop over friendly units with this now. That's interesting. How much damage are you guys all going to do when you inevitably just throw everything you've got at them? Well, we're already here, so we're going for it. In fact, Genghis can make one of these guys go again. And can probably kill Taina. Matter of fact, Genghis could just teleport right up here. To a relatively, well, maybe not safe spot, now that I think of it. Not with all those ironclads down there. Alright, well, teleport's done, so I can't go back on it. I'm gonna have you go again and try to kill her. Oh, so close. Is there anybody else who can reach? Maybe this archer if they teleport. Get out of the archer's way. Or Genghis if he's gets a lucky enough shot. Let's try the snapshot. There it is, there it is. Alright, we got her. No spells for them. Okay. Matter of fact, I should be using these cannons to blow up some of these walls, because I'm going to want to be able to get to those ironclads. And I'll use this one to try to damage that tower. There we go. I need to close the distance to those ironclads. Rush forward, everybody. Not really sure what to do with the cleric other than maybe trying to give grace to Genghis, but oh wait, but I can't do that because I can't get up on the wall with her. Anything else I can do to help out Genghis up here? Maybe Dome of Protection? The 2 hex radius dome. Honestly, I would have rather put her there, but the paladin's in the way now. Didn't think about that. Alright, let's do this. She takes a little bit of damage from that, but I do really want to put up a dome of protection that can encompass Genghis. I don't want those cannons murdering him. Okay, and maybe I want to do something fun. Like, possibly a destabilized Manicore. I don't want to introduce more battlefield effects right now. We'll see what these guys end up doing. I got a feeling they'll just AoE the heck out of that group, and I'll need some healing next turn, but we'll see what happens. They did not AoE the heck out of anybody. Oh wait, now they're moving, okay. And they're all kind of going to the other side of the field. Alright, that's not what I was expecting. For the most part, these guys are all ignoring my tier 5s. See, oh gosh, that would be such a nice place to throw a nasty AoE into. Okay, can I do something with this? Because that right there is a mess. And I feel like it's just begging for a nasty AoE. Yeah, let's start down here by pressuring archers and maybe killing heroes. I guess you've got a decent shot at that guy. I would really like to be able to mark him. Wait. How'd they kill that guy? I didn't even see him go down. Where is he? Here lies Fallen Angel. Vantage point on fire. I do not know how that Fallen Angel died. Can I revive him or resurrect him? I don't think I can because he's undead. I think I'd have to have something that resurrects undead. I can check. Okay, it looks like I can revive him. So it'll be okay, but I'm still confused as to how he died. That happened fast, whatever it was. I would have to go back and look at the footage. Alright, well, we can work around it. I'm gonna have Genghis move up. And yeah, move up to here so I can kill this guy. Should be able to kill, yeah, with the crit, he's definitely dead. That frees you up to fry him. Although I probably won't get the full... Probably won't get the full hits here because it's only a 50%. That's okay. I'll do what damage I can. Oh, hey, I did. Alright. Okay, I want you to give Genghis Touch of Grace. I also want you to probably cleanse yourself because you've got a lot of bleeding on you. And we can resurrect the Fallen Angel in the next turn. And then my archers should be able to finish that hero off if I get up on the wall here. There we go. Then I can focus on this big mess over here, which I think I'm going to... Oh, I also have Resurrect Unit, so I could just get him up now instead of having the Cleric do it. But I think I'll have the Cleric do it because that's free, essentially. And then I can use Destabilized Mana Core on this massive group here. They'll basically have to move, but that's fine. Yeah, right there, because that also includes the tower. Marked. Oh, they have misfortune too. Excellent. Okay. That ought to mess them up a little bit. Trying to kind of force my way in there. If I could kill this guy, I could put the Pirate Templar in a really nice spot. But I don't know if I can kill him. Let's see, if I put the Pirate Templar here for now, and shoot him with this guy, that might be enough. Yeah, then I could kill him. Oh, he's got steadfast. Never mind. Alright, well, in that case, go ahead and just use your... well, no, don't use that yet. I want to use that next turn. You go here and just protect your friends. You probably... oh gosh, you got a lot of debuffs. I do want to close distance, though. Why don't you run up here and just heal yourself? Yeah, that guy might be in trouble. And then I believe he has defensive masters, so I can just attack. Wait, maybe he doesn't yet. Well, you wait. You can go again? Does he have killing momentum? He does. Ah, because it's a mythic unit. Right, okay. Gold rank mythic unit. Alright, let's wait and see how this goes, because these guys are going to be able to do quite a bit, I think, on the next turn. And I'm probably going to need to do some patching up. Yeah, here comes all the AoEs. I might be running right into my own destabilized mana core trap too. Maybe got a little too excited here. Okay, some of them got out of it. Okay, there goes that. Does that only affect enemy units, or is it friendlies too? I don't remember. Yeah, I think it affects everybody. Giving them misfortune definitely helped, though. Not bad. Alright, let me get you up here. I want to try to get this wyvern out of the way so I can get to those archers. And now seems actually like a good time for the cleric to activate battlefield restoration. I just need to make sure that I don't kill everyone on this turn, because I want to get I want to get this guy back. Fallen angel that died. On that note, I want to make sure I don't leave anyone on top of him on the next turn. Alright, Genghis should be able to finish both of these guys off with a snapshot, and then it triggers killing momentum, which gives another... Why is my camera way up here? Here we go. Gives another snapshot, although I actually can just do a regular attack. Here we go. And if I can get rid of these ironclads, that is what I would like to do. Although I kind of need to get these guys off of me first. Alright, let's do the... Oh wait, hang on, you got power cleave. Maybe we do that. Let's just hit both of you with power cleave. You can do the knockback attack. Oh, cannons are ready. Oh, they got good range. And Sunder defense. I didn't realize they did that. Okay, that unit's steadfast now. I'm going to move you up here and do this. And if I can manage to kill this thing, I'm going to try to pin down the rest of them. Just remember, don't kill everyone. For now, just need to pin them down. Yeah, okay, Archer would be good here. There we go, that lets me kind of surround the remainder of these guys. Yep, that one in the back's gonna be alright, so I can freely attack these guys. Alright, I think I can just end my turn here. Oh, I guess I may as well blow up this tower. Alright, I'm just gonna end my turn here, and we'll see what they do. I'm surprised they're not retreating already, although, I mean, the Ironclad won't retreat as easily, but okay. Yep, just throwing catapults and crap. Alright, now I need to get my Fallen Angel back up. There we go. I do not know what killed this guy. But I haven't lost anyone else, have I? No, we're good. Fallen Angel's gonna be severely injured after this, which is kind of annoying, but better than being dead, I guess. Okay. Valor got me some puppies. And that's it for Tana, I think. Yep. Well, I guess they've technically still got a few defenders in there, but we'll deal with them. I probably need to remove the severely injured Fallen Angel from the Cleric's army, though. So I don't really want it to run away and then slow everyone else down, or die and make me do this automatically. This'll be nice. This should be two, as long as Rachek doesn't move his capital here, this should be two enemies in one turn, and he did not. Okay, cool. So, two enemies going down this turn. And Noctis hopefully isn't far behind. Matter of fact, I think I wouldn't be surprised if I probably won't wrap this up today, but I might wrap this series up in the next episode, which I was not expecting to happen this quickly. Sure, you can, I guess, go join the other dog that's causing a ruckus. Another, more tier 4 items, a spirit-based one, and a spark collar provocation. That's Sure. I mean, I guess I don't really have a plan for any of those, but why not? Okay, I need to remove you from this situation. You know what? Just go hang out with the other dog. Then 2 dogs are better than 1. I don't know that doing this matters because Tana's about to die, but I will. And then back underground. We split this guy off because I don't want him getting himself killed in this fight. Genghis can do the honors here. Whoops, we retreat, bring in this guy's army. I feel like this guy's some weird third wheel in this situation. Alright, I guess this is it for Tana. Yep. Looks like we'll be throwing another parade here soon. After battle recruitment, we get a sand scorpion. Sure, yeah, everyone's welcome. I can afford it. Except for you. You're not welcome. Yeah, let's definitely take Imperium. That's been it's kind of a bottleneck right now. That being said, this is really good. This is we can finally pick up Order of Knightly Oaths, and I think I should. Mythic units gain Indomitable, giving them strength and intergeneration on kill. Magic fighter units will get apply statics vulnerability. That'll happen on all my corrupted souls. Fighters, I don't really have a lot of. Range units, I do, and they'll get Titan Slayer. Battle mages, I really don't have a lot of, so it doesn't matter that much. Bolstered resistance for supports doesn't matter a whole lot. Oh wait, that actually would be kind of nice on my Scalds. I don't have skirmishers really. This is going to be pretty good for my shock units, probably, being able to inflict stunned. My Pyre Templars will inflict decaying. That's just kind of okay. And unit gains stalwart and grants stalwart to adjacent allies while in defense mode. That'll be on all my paladins, which is basically essentially going to give me more resistance to losing morale. So definitely, I think that's a pretty easy choice to pick up. It's just lots of benefits for different units, everybody basically getting some kind of a buff, and that's really nice. I guess you can go hang out with the dogs. In fact, you can come up here because there's nothing left to worry about over here, really. Other than now just a random city-state. Okay, so I want to raise this, and then I want to get everybody back in to friendly territory. I'm going to go ahead and build a work camp here. And then I can kind of use this as a staging ground to go after Noctis. So for now, Genghis, come back in here. Cleric person here. Get the Fallen Angel in there, who's barely regenerating any health. He just has so much. Okay. Looking good. Looking very good. Alright, and let's go ahead and continue with what we were doing here. Getting a just crap ton of lost souls for the fun of it. Corrupted souls. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll give us 3 full stacks of tier 3s to just go cause a mess with. I like it. Can I take these guys with the undead? I mean, not with just that group, but you know what? Yeah, let's do this. Can I get the others in range? We're gonna just get them with a bunch of lost souls. Plus some skeletons. This is such a weird fight. I took no damage, basically. Sure, I'll take a Spring Fairy. Then whatever this thing is, it gives army maintenance, so that can't be bad. Who could use that? Could you use that? I think you, actually, I think she could use that. I got some pretty expensive units in those armies. Here, that's for you. You also leveled up. Maybe Mending Touch. Yeah, maybe Mending Touch, because she's kind of like a support unit. I think that'd be good. Dome of Protection could end up being good on her, too. Alright, while I'm here, I can go ahead and start building a work camp. And then on the way over to the city, I believe I can reach, yeah, I can reach the city and begin the siege. We'll throw the bombards in there. We'll do Rebels of Blood, because they'll have a harder time dealing with that. I can undermine the walls, and I will just do Harass Defenders. They have a lot of healing, so this might not make as much of a difference, but heck, it's alright. I'm just trying to get this party started here. Then I can take these guys and pillage that sun shrine. And take these guys and just put them here for now. And then I'm just going to sort of surround this group with extras. Just in case they have more fight in them than I think they do. Alright, now we can't forget what's going on down here with old Rachek. Where is this guy? Somewhere around here. There we go. Gotta wrap this little mess up. Could give my units... Oh wait, hang on. Let me go ahead and do this. Wait, hang on. I'm not gonna do that yet, because it could backfire. So I'm gonna wait. Do it later. For now, this should be a safe battle. And then maybe we can throw in another parade. Oh heck yeah, we're having lots of parades today. Yes, take the Imperium, absolutely. And I guess I may as well finish off this city and pillage it, because I mean it's right here, so. Just hopefully don't lose anybody on something silly. Alright, we're good. I think I'm just gonna disenchant this crap. Then raise the city. Just have these guys chill here. And just like that, it's just Noctis and Nicoreth. And Nicoreth is on the chopping block next, I think. I still want to try to go get this thing over here, though, so I am still going to do that, just for the fun of it. And I have a spring ferry now. You can go back to my city. And send all my undead minions back. I guess you can hang out here with them, because I don't want them to be alone. Now I will go ahead and cast Empowered Strikes. Hopefully we don't get a nasty backfire on this. Ah, it reduced Imperium income again. Dang. Well, at least I got a bunch from those parades. I just have to be thoughtful with how I use it for a while. Okay, yes, I know Karakoram produced lots of corrupt souls. I think the rest were already queued. Ruined province can be rebuilt. I am aware of that. And new empire development skills available, which I don't want. I'm kind of saving for the, kind of saving up for that one, and I'm only getting 16 Imperium per turn right now, so I'm gonna hold on to my Imperium. Okay. So we have a lot of notifications to go through here. We captured somebody. Collected remains. Infected remains. Nikeroth returned to Flame Wall. Roland gained a great level of renown. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, personally slay a ruler in combat. He must have killed Rotchek. Cool. Good for him. He has Duelist now. Okay. And handle war with Taina's remaining city. That's so far out of the way, we'll just make peace. I don't want to run that back that way. Same with that one. This one, same with this one, actually. And this one. That's Rotchek's old stuff. River Court is... Honestly, yeah. I'll just make peace with all the independents. There's no point in really going after them right now. Because anywhere that I have heroes, they're going after enemy capitals at this point. So I'm not worried about the city-states anymore. Okay. Except for this one. We'll remain at war with them, because, I mean, well, obviously we're already pillaging them. Okay. So, we're down to just old Noctis and Nikeroth. Noctis, I still don't think I've fought him once this whole game. Or if I have, it was probably a very small skirmish. I don't know what he has been doing. But I guess we'll find out soon enough, because the plan is to have Genghis armies cross this little river here and go after him next time I play. And then Nikeroth up here is actually already under siege. So I anticipate that I will probably finish this game in the next episode. But for the moment, I need to wrap things up here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and this series for that matter. Seems like we're wrapping up pretty quickly here, and then I'll be making preparations to move on to the next one, which, if everything goes according to plan, will be a slightly different format than the me versus X number of enemies. We'll see how it works out, because I've been doing some test run games with that. But I am glad to have you guys still around this late into the series. If you're still watching, thank you so much. It means a lot to me, and I will see you guys all again next week. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Dawson Horner, Devin Larson, Roderick, and Sarah Feingold. Thanks so much, everybody.